Okay, everybody, I'm Colby Marshall from the Colby Marshall team. We're going to be going over what's going on in the Barrie area, some of the market conditions. We got the crazy COVID comps for this month, and we're going to touch on the newest, latest, greatest, the garden suites. Everyone's raging about them in Simcoe County. We're going to have some numbers based around those for you for today, and let's dive right into it. Topics for tonight: why Barrie market conditions, garden suites. We service Simcoe County, which encompasses Barrie, Orillia, and quite a few other smaller, lower tier municipalities. Biggest thing you want to look for when you're investing in an area is main transportation routes. Cars are becoming a thing of the past, and main transportation routes to the city are key. We have the GO train going from downtown Barrie to downtown Toronto, and we also have the Simcoe Metro Bus Link system, which connects lower tier municipalities with Barrie, making us the hub of the north. We have the RVH in the Barrie area that is expanding. They are doing a 9-story addition, which will double the square footage of the hospital in Barrie. Why you want to know this is it's going to create a good renter pool for people. Nurses, healthcare workers are prime candidates for renters, and it's good to know when these things are happening in the Barrie area. This is a Georgian college area. For people that aren't aware, you weren't allowed to have duplexes or triplexes in this area for quite some time. This has now been revoked, so now you can have duplexes and triplexes in this area. This happened early last year, so people that weren't aware of that, you know about it now. This County of Simcoe Airport expansion, this is a huge job creator here in the County of Simcoe. This is located 10 minutes north of Barrie on Highway 11. Right across the road from Burroughs Creek Event Ground, where Boots and Hearts and other big concerts are. The County of Simcoe has bought out the city of Barrie and Orillia, and is the main owner of this airport, and they are expanding it at a very quickened rate. And there's lots of development going in around it. They have broken ground on a 700,000 square foot facility, which will create more than 700 full-time jobs. And that should be finishing up early next year. In addition to that, there is another development that they rezoned, and it's a manufacturing center, and it's going to be for medical gear for COVID. So we're pretty excited to see that happen. It's an 82-acre site. There's a 100,000 square foot building being built. It should create almost 2,000 jobs in the County of Simcoe. So we're hoping to see that happen in the near future. Some other area influences that are going on. We've got Friday Harbor just in Innisfil, 10 minutes outside of Barrie. It opened its doors about 2 years ago. It's a new work kind of like Muskoka atmosphere in the Innisfil area. And we also have the Innisfil Casino that has expanded, and they have card tables now. So there's a lot of big companies putting a lot of good money into the County of Simcoe. This is the Midhurst development. This is on the northern side of Barrie. This is 6,500 homes going in the, they're supposed to be putting pipes in the ground now, and they're supposed to break ground next year. So it's going to add a lot of inventory, and we're hoping to see that inventory come on and help lower prices in this area, because we are hurting for inventory in a big way at this particular point. The annex land in Barrie is this purple area up in here. This is something that's been in the works for the last 12 years. Houses are starting to close on it last year. The biggest thing to touch on for these is the types of built forms that are being built there. You'll see the 6-story building down in the left-hand corner there. The province has mandated large density. Parking could be an issue in these areas, and it's going to be extremely difficult to be able to put duplexes, triplexes in this new annexed lands area. Due to the lot sizes, lot fabrics, you won't be able to get the parking requirements needed. So it'll be pretty tricky to be able to second suite or even garden suite these types of lots that they're selling. So again, we're going to be sticking into the main downtown core and around Barrie for our duplex conversions and triplex conversions. This is the urban growth center around the downtown. This is where Barrie wants to see the high density growth. We're hitting new heights and new densities every day. We'll go over some of the winners in those categories as well. The site plan to the right is the YMCA site. It is the densest site in Barrie right now, proposed with almost 1,000 rental units in a 3-phase development. The building to the left is a 30-story proposed building downtown. And now we have a super development going in by Smart Centers, who is a huge company from the Toronto area. They're proposing 36 and 38-story buildings all across the waterfront. We're really excited to see how that goes. It'll set a new precedence for height and density in Barrie, and we're breaking barriers all the time, and we're getting some good Toronto developers coming down from the city and investing in the Barrie area, which is great to see. This is a map of Barrie. Just want to go over the points we touched on. So the airport we talked about, it's just up here in this area, about 10 minutes north of Barrie. We've got the Midhurst development going all over here, 6,500 homes, crazy amount of inventory, hopefully. We've got Friday Harbor going in over here on this side. That is a very good work-play environment. And then the annex land is all around here. So we've got development going in all around Barrie, and of course the urban growth center, which is going right around the water here in this area. So we've got all development going around all sides of Barrie and from within, and it's just a hotbed of development right now. We're pretty excited to see what's going to happen in the next couple of years. So what's going on in these crazy times? Let's go over some stats, some crazy COVID comps, so people can see what's actually things are selling for. This is the average sale price compared to 2017. So if you look right here, back in 2017, we just hit under $500,000 as an average sale price. Let's fast forward to March of last year when the pandemic started. We've seen a slight dip in pricing, and then the craziness has started. So you can see that the pandemic pricing has dwarfed the craziness of 2017 at this particular point, which is crazy. If you're trying to buy something right now, you know you're competing usually with 20 to 30 offers on everything. $100,000 over list is standard nowadays, it seems like, and then some. So we'll go into different types of inventories. Inventory prior to COVID, we were, about 5 months. Standard inventory in Barrie is usually about 3 or 4. We're at 1.5 months inventory, it says, but I would think we're even lower than that. We're probably like a couple weeks of inventory at this particular point. So again, minimal inventory is why we're pushing the prices so high. So let's get into some of these crazy COVID comps. So this is 375 Leacock. Rents out for $3,500 a month inclusive. Your standard 3 up, 2 down duplex, nothing crazy. It's nice inside, but nothing too special. Listed for $699. It sold for $801. These types of homes before the pandemic, you'd be lucky to be getting $600,000 for these. We've seen an $200,000 jump on this value of property in almost a year. It's just craziness. Here's another one, 12 Webb, $3,500 a month inclusive. Very nice inside, sold for $860,000. Again, these houses were barely touching $600,000 in March. We've seen just a huge, crazy increase with these crazy pandemic times. People that are looking to buy houses, they're still out there. If you can find a gem here or there, you got to think outside the box, off market. We've been telling people, intensify your existing portfolio. We've got the highest ARVs we've ever had and the cheapest money going. So why not look within your existing portfolio and see what you can refinance, see if we can add in another unit, see if we can build a garden suite in your backyard. There's so many different ways to intensify your existing portfolio opposed to buying in these crazy COVID times. If you have a portfolio, you want us to take a look at it, see how we can help you out, give us a call, free consultation. We'll be more than happy to help. What we do is we run a program called From Purchase to Permits to Profits. So we do everything we provide end-to-end project management and acquisition. So we will do everything from finding the opportunities for you. We have design teams to design your units. We do all the permit certifications. We've got a couple contracting crews that work exclusively for us. We provide eco credits, HST rebates you might not know about. We have wholesale appliance distributors and property management team as well. And we also have an in-house paralegal that we can refer to you if the tenants get out of hand as well. We specialize in second suite conversions, triplex conversions, multifamily conversions. We've done lot severances, infill developments, land assemblies for high-rise buildings, for greenfield developments. And again, the newest, latest, greatest thing that we're really excited about is the detached garden suites or the granny flats in the backyard. So we add value through eco credits, getting grants, zoning bylaw efficiencies, tax rebates. How you present your deal to the town might cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars more if you do it the wrong way. We've helped our clients sidestep quite a few costs navigating those waters, and we add value in a great way that way as well. We've got experience all across Simcoe County. We've done conversions in Barrie, Orillia, New Tecumseh, Wasaga Beach, Innisfil, pretty well every municipality in the county of Simcoe. We have put together a system for garden suites. If you want a garden suite in your backyard, it's as simple as saying 5 easy words. Yes, Colby, I want that. Most people think of garden suites as these tiny homes, 300 square feet with a little loft like you see on HGTV. That's not the case. That's not what we're doing. We're stepping up in a big way. Here's some examples of the homes that we are building. This is an 800 square foot, 2-bedroom up, 2-bedroom down with a full finished basement. So 1,600 square feet of finished living space. We're getting huge rents for these. This is rented out for $3,200 a month. Here's some renderings of what we did. We did an additional front door, and we do all the fire-rated drywall in the basement. The reason for that is in the event you do want to do a legal suite in the future, if the bylaw changes, everything is roughed in for you and ready to go. So we're thinking ahead in that regard as well. Here's the floor plans. Again, 2 bedrooms up, and then downstairs is a mirror image of that as well. Questions to ask. If someone offers to build you a garden suite, you want to ask these questions to qualify the people. Are you Terrion registered? So to be able to build a garden suite properly and legally in Barrie, you need to be Terrion registered. Terrion is a agency that regulates builders. So you actually have to be a licensed builder to be able to build a garden suite for somebody. So you have to ask that questions. There are workarounds and loopholes to get around that, but if you want it done right, that's a question that you need a yes beside. Are you fully insured? Do you have builder's risk insurance? We just went through a whole insurance process. It's not cheap, but you're protected if anything happens, and so are we. So there's substantial insurance that's needed. We have 3 different kinds of insurance that we pay for. So make sure you ask the questions. You see the proof of this. Builder's risk is the biggest one. If we have a fire, we burn down your other house, we're covered for that. It's very expensive, but it's doing it right. So ask these questions if you're qualifying other people for garden suites. It's crucial to make sure you are protected and they are doing it the right way. We have a program called Builder Trend we use for our project management. Builder Trend is a app that will go right onto your phone and will give you live updates. So any pictures, any invoices, any updated plans, any updated heat losses, anything goes right onto your phone. It's updated in real time. And you get notifications right away. Even the timelines are on there. You can make comments on it. It keeps everything very organized in a really good spot. And for our joint venture people out there that are doing JVs, it's a great tool because we can actually brand the app to you. So if you want us to do the work, look like a rock star, we can send a branded app to your joint venture partner, and it'll make it look like you're doing all the work, and they'll get the updates on a daily basis as well in real time right to their phone. So we're very excited to bring on this program. It's second to none, and we look forward to showing it to you once you get moving on your garden suites as well. So we're going to go over some numbers here for a garden suite of what it would look like. This is basically the income and expense statement. So we're averaging around $1,800 plus gas, hydro, and water. We do have a separate water meter for the detached suites. Your 3-bedroom upper and your main duplex is usually around $1,750 plus hydro right now. Your 2-bedroom lower is around $1,600 plus hydro. So you're bringing in a whopping $5,150. Your expenses, this is your after refi mortgage payment, you're around $3,200 a month. And then your standard taxes, insurance, utilities, it puts your total expenses about $4,267 per month. That gives you cash flow of $882 for a triplex. We haven't seen cash flows like this in Barrie for quite some time. The duplex conversions, everyone and their brother was doing them, made the numbers extremely tight. So we're really excited to see the cash flow back into the Barrie area. So if you've got an existing property with a large enough lot, or you don't know if it's large enough, give us a call. We can qualify it for you. The next couple numbers we're going to go over is a case study. This is an assumption that you bought a duplex at $575,000, or you refinanced up to $575,000. So your mortgage would be around $460,000. The reason why we're using this number is $575,000 was what duplexes were going for and reappraising for the longest time. It seemed to be a ceiling until the pandemic hit. So if you currently own a duplex, these numbers are for you. It's about putting a garden suite in your backyard with your existing duplex. So a garden suite usually costs about $200,000. The slide here shows brief high-level breakdown. We actually have a 6-page pro forma that details everything. This is it, the numbers in a nutshell. So you're roughly around 200 grand to build your garden suite in your backyard. What's going to happen is you're going to have an existing mortgage plus the cost of the garden suite at $215,000. So your total cost to pay out from your new mortgage is about $675,000. Your new mortgage based on an after repair value of $860,000 is $688,000. Now this ARV is already blown out of the water. A comp just went the other day. The detached suite triplexes are going for in the 900,000s now. So not only will you get all your money back from your detached suite, you'll get an additional $12,000, plus we'll get you another $18,000 in rebates after the fact as well. So the government's going to give you money. You're going to get money from your refi. It's a no-brainer. It's a win-win for everybody. So total cash amount with this ARV number is almost $30,000. Plus you get all your money back from the build as well. So it's crazy the amount of money you can make with these garden suites. Very cash flow positive. And this is what it would look like over a 5-year term. We've got forced appreciation of almost $70,000. Cash flow over 60 months of just over 50,000. Mortgage pay down over 5 years, almost 100 grand. Forced appreciation, almost $250,000. You're going to make $458,000, but you already refinanced and pull all your money back out. So your return is infinite on these. They're such a good deal. We're so excited about them. But wait, there's more. You're thinking, well, I can't get my hands on $215,000. We've got in-house financing. We can even help you out there. For to be able to borrow $215,000 for 4 to 6 months to get your garden suite done will work out to $63 a month on your new existing mortgage at a 3% rate. So if you don't have the money to build a garden suite, but you have a property that can do it, we can finance it. You'll get all the all the money you borrowed and then get money back after, plus the rebates, plus the credits. It's crazy. It's a no-brainer. We're really excited for it. And if you have any other questions or information, give us a call, shoot us an email. Check us out at gardensuitesbarrie.com and we'll send you some information from there. Thank you.